Hey everyone, it's Ryan here with my pay-per-view predictions. It's been a while since I've done a video. I say a while, it's been a few days. But it's been a while since I've done a predictions video. I meant to do one for Fastlane, but just with my work, I sort of missed out on it because I was working overnight through the weekend. So this is for NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver. It takes place tonight and tomorrow night. Basically, me and a bunch of friends, we've been getting our predictions in. We've also got WrestleMania on Saturday and Sunday, so I'll do the predictions for those once we set up the predictions in our group, and then I'll give you mine. I've pretty much got them set, but I'd like to have the match card in front of me so that way I don't keep stumbling over it. And then I've got my own copy of what I've gone for. So we're going to start with night one on tonight, April 7th. We've got Io Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez in a singles match for the NXT Women's Championship. The story for this one is Io Shirai has gone straight up to Raquel and said, I want my title match with you because I've not faced you yet. I've beaten everyone else, but I haven't beaten you. And also there's some nice history because in War Games, Raquel Gonzalez did pin Io Shirai in the War Games match, which is why it kind of confused me with the whole tag team thing afterwards. Like the whole NXT Women's Tag Team thing, I don't know why that's a thing. I don't get why they didn't just take the women's tag titles from Nia Jax and Shayna and then just have it in NXT, because it's clear that on the main roster they don't give a damn about it. But yeah, so they end up like being given the first one because they won the Dusty Classic. I believe the women's one is the Dusty Classic. And therefore they won that, but then immediately lost them later that night to Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon. And then, whilst this is all happening, basically Io Shirai's been confronting Raquel, constantly going, I want my title match with you next, which is sort of odd, normally for a champion to go to a challenger and say, I want to fight you, but in this it makes sense, because she's beaten everyone else that's come against her. She's beaten Ember Moon, she's beaten Dakota Kai, she's beaten, like Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. Basically she's just been retaining all the time, so it's nice for the champion to go, right, I haven't faced you yet, so let's get this sorted. But I've gone for Raquel to win. I feel like Io's had the title for quite a long time. It would be nice to have like a sort of big dominant heel. She's tall and built, but she's not like, the big brooding monster like Nia Jax was sort of meant to be. So I feel like Raquel Gonzalez do that. Dakota Kai could sort of get a bit jealous of it, because obviously Dakota was the one that sort of wanted the title in the first place. Maybe build something between those two. So I've gone for Raquel to win that one. Next is a triple threat tag team match for the vacant NXT Tag Team Championship. Unfortunately, due to injury, I believe it was Danny Burch that has the injury. He and Oney Lorcan had to relinquish the tag titles, so therefore it's become vacant in this match. You have MSK, Wesley, and Nash Carter versus the Grizzled Young Veterans, James Drake, and Zach Gibson versus Legado del Fantasma, Raul Mendoza, or Joaquin Wild, whatever, you know what I mean. So I've gone for the Grizzled Young Veterans for this one. MSK did recently win the Dusty Classic, which was a surprise considering they were the brand new tag team that literally debuted in the first round. And I feel like, considering Grizzled Young Veterans, they've come up short twice. I feel like they deserve something, and this would be good for them. And then they can also be the replacement heel tag team for Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan for maybe MSK to then chase afterwards. I feel like Legado del Fantasma will be more useful in the Cruiserweight title match, which I believe is on night 2. But yeah, like I said, I've gone for Grizzled Young Veterans to win that one. A 6-man gauntlet elimination match. Winner will receive an NXT North American Championship match on night 2 against Johnny Gargano. So they had a battle royal on NXT, and the way they determined this was the last 6 people in would be the 6 participants for the battle royal. And the way they would be ordered is the order they get eliminated. So whoever came 6th would be the first one in, 5th would be 2nd, and so on until the winner would be the last one. So it's Leon Ruff versus Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Bronson Reed versus Cameron Grimes versus Dexter Lumis versus LA Knight, who was the winner, so I believe LA Knight comes out last. I've gone for Dexter Lumis to win this one because the story they've been going for the past few months is Dexter Lumis has been targeting Austin Theory and Johnny Gargano in the way. So I feel like it sort of makes sense if Dexter Lumis is the one to win. I'll give my night 2 predictions when I get to night 2, but I've gone for Dexter Lumis to win this one, and he's got the benefit of being 5th, so he doesn't have to do too much. I feel like Cameron Grimes might... I have some weird feeling Cameron Grimes will basically win somehow get the win over Bronson Reed, but then when Dexter comes, he's just going to sprint out there because he knows what Dexter Lumis is like, so I feel like that'll be easy for Dexter Lumis, and they just have to worry about LA Knight. But yeah, I've got Dexter Lumis to win that one. Volta defends the UK Championship against Tommaso Ciampa. This was pretty much Imperium trying to get Timothy Thatcher to join them, sort of like on the Indies. Timothy Thatcher's part of their group. Tommaso Ciampa's not having any of it, so he's challenged Walter to a match. I've gone for Walter to win because obviously he's the UK champion. It would be a bit weird if Tommaso Ciampa won it. It would be a good match. Volta will probably just murder Tommaso Ciampa, but I feel like there'll be some resilience by Tommaso at least. It would be a very hard-hitting match. Pete Dunne versus Kushida in a singles match. I've gone for Pete Dunne to win this one. I feel like they need to keep him strong. With the match on night 2, I feel like Pete Dunne sort of plays into it as well. Which is, like, for example, that's why I've gone for Pete Dunne in this scenario. Not much I can think of this one. I feel like they just challenged each other to a match. So, night 2, we have Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart defending the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships against The Way, beating Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. I've gone for Ember and Shotzi to retain. They only just won them a couple of weeks ago. I don't think hot potatoing the brand new tag titles twice is a good idea. So yeah, I've gone for Ember and Shotzi to retain. I feel like The Way can sort of be those sort of that group that sort of loses all the time, but they have like some form of success with them. But I just feel like this tag team isn't The Way for them. So yeah, I've got Ember and Shotzi to retain. Jordan Devlin versus Santos Escobar in a ladder match to determine the undisputed NXT Cruiserweight Champion. So, before COVID-19, Jordan Devlin was the Cruiserweight Champion. He was defending it in the UK division, and also due to restrictions, he was stuck in the UK. So, in NXT US, they then made a new Cruiserweight Championship. They had a tournament for it. The story was... like going into it, they did have their mass releases as well, and Drake Maverick was one of them. Obviously, you get that passionate video about how he loves the sport and all that stuff. And then he said he would basically continue as far as he did in the tournament until he was done, which I believe he then got to the finals, so they gave him a contract. And then it was him versus, I think his original name was El Fantasmo. Basically Santos Escobar in a mask, and they got to the bit where they're being double teamed, and then Santos Escobar turned around and basically attacked Drake Maverick. And I think basically that sort of solidified that he would turn Santos Escobar. He's been champion ever since. He's basically defended against all challengers. With this one, obviously now they're both there. Basically, Shawn Michaels came out at one point, grabbed a ladder from the ring, went, "Oh, I've been in this situation before about unifying 2 titles because of certain situations." Throws a ladder in the ring, says you can have a ladder match for it. So it's sort of similar to WrestleMania 11? No, WrestleMania 10. Because Shawn, yeah, I think it was WrestleMania 10. Apologies if I get it wrong. Because I was so focused on it was Bret and Owen, then Bret and Yokozuna and all that stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, it's IC title, it's nothing to do with them. So I feel like that was WrestleMania 10. Between Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon for the Undisputed Intercontinental title. I've gone for Santos to win this one. I don't think they want Jordan Devlin going back and forth all the time, and Santos Escobar has been a really good Cruiserweight champion. I feel like in that time between Jordan Devlin being gone and this, they sort of wanted to take it off Jordan Devlin at some point. So I feel like Escobar's the way forward for them. Johnny Gargano defends the NXT North American Championship against the winner of the Gauntlet match. Like I said, I've gone Dexter Lumis to win the Gauntlet match, and I've got him here to beat Johnny Gargano for the title as well. Yeah, I just feel like Dexter Lumis sort of can't be stopped currently, and with what is going on, I feel like psychologically he's got the edge over Johnny Gargano. Maybe Gargano gets himself disqualified, but I've gone for Lumis to win regardless of if he leaves with the title or not. I have a feeling there's going to be some disqualification or count out, but if not, then I've got Dexter Lumis to beat Johnny Gargano. Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly in an unsanctioned match. This is because Kyle O'Reilly's been feuding with Finn Balor over the NXT title, fell short a couple of times. Adam Cole then wanted his go. and had that, and he failed. And then Kyle O'Reilly's been trying to get himself back in the picture. So then Adam Cole then turned on Kyle O'Reilly, and I feel like he's turned on Roderick Strong as well. Which I thought it would have been Adam Cole and Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, but Bobby Fish is obviously out injured, unfortunately, again. This one I've got Kyle O'Reilly to win. I feel like Kyle O'Reilly has to win, considering he's supposed to be the new up-and-comer, and I feel like this would be his way back into the NXT title picture. But yeah, it's going to be, I think this is going to be probably match of the night, maybe match of the 2 nights. This one I'm definitely excited to look forward to. I know they're both great in the ring, and obviously Kyle O'Reilly with this new, basically undying side to him, especially like against Finn Balor. But yeah, I want Kyle O'Reilly to win this one. And then finally, Finn Balor defends the NXT Championship against Karrion Kross, who never lost the title. He unfortunately, after winning it, had to give up due to a shoulder injury. Finn Balor's been pretty much holding the title ever since. I've got Karrion Kross to win this because Karrion Kross is just going to murder Finn Balor probably. Could be back and forth every now and then, but I've got Karrion Kross to win. Basically take his NXT title back and carry on with how they wanted to. Maybe Kyle O'Reilly to be the one to challenge him next. I don't know. Yeah, so over the 2 nights, my predictions are Raquel Gonzalez, Grizzled Young Veterans, Dexter Lumis, Volta, and Pete Dunne for night 1. And for night 2, I've got Ember Moon and Shotzi, Santos Escobar, Dexter Lumis / the Gauntlet Elimination winner, Kyle O'Reilly, and Karrion Kross. Those are my predictions for NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver, both nights 1 and 2. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I shall hopefully see you in the next one, which will most likely be my reactions to it on Friday. If not, then I'll wait for that and then the WrestleMania weekend to be over, because it'll either be my reactions to these 2 nights or it'll be WrestleMania predictions. I might do both, because obviously this still needs to go out before Saturday, but you'll see me in those. But again, thank you very much for watching, and I shall hopefully see you in the next one.